We're chatting with Alamogordo Boys Basketball. Their season begins next Tuesday. They're actually one of the first to get going as they host Silver, and new head coach, but certainly a name that is very familiar with Tiger basketball as Coach James Bowman takes over the program this year. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for being here. Do you want to introduce? You got one of your assistant coaches with you and a group of other guys as well, right?
Yeah, definitely. So I got my right-hand man here, Coach Mike Richards. Got big senior, we call him Big Easy, Ethan Grinder. Will Bynum, sophomore. Aaron Herrera, he's a junior. Jaedyn Hernandez, we call him J Boog, he's a sophomore. And then we got Big Favela, Julian Favela over there, he's a junior.
Okay. How's everybody doing today? Good?
Good, yes, sir.
All right, happy to have you all here. Well, Coach, first off, you have been involved in the program in some way or another, it feels like, probably since you graduated high school, to be honest.
Almost,
right? But now as the head coach, what was that feeling to finally, get that position? Because I think there's been a lot of people that have felt like, you should have been the head coach over the years before. So what is it like for you?
It's a dream come true. I tell a lot of people how many people get to actually live out their dream, and I'm able to do that. So it's sometimes I do gotta do the whole cliche thing, pinch myself and see if I'm still, if I'm actually awake. And it's been hurting a little bit, so I think I am awake. No, yeah, I've been with the program here at Alamogordo High School for 11 years. Started off as a C-team coach and, worked my way up to the assistant head coach for varsity for the last 7 years. And, I just kept on saying, the time is going to be there sometime. God's got a plan for me, and it seems like this was the time. So, I couldn't be more excited. Have a great group of young men, got a great coaching staff, got the right people behind us, and I'm just excited to bring Tiger basketball back to where I know I saw it when I was growing up, and just even as a player. So, again, it's to say it's a dream come true is not enough. I'm happy to be here. I'm blessed, and I'm just ready to get to work.
And I got to think for these guys, having somebody that they're familiar with and, things aren't going to change up too much for them. I'm sure you'll implement some things that are a little bit different than the previous head coaches, but that's got to be a big positive for the team overall, with certainly a lot of guys returning from last year.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's one of the things that I tell a lot of people. I put my name in the hat for the head coaching position, not for myself, but for the kids. One thing that we've lacked here in Alamogordo is consistency. I've been here for 11 years, and I think I'm the 5th head coach in 11 years. So, to me, it's about the kids. I don't hold the title head coach just because it means something to me like that, but it means something to the kids, I think, and we've built a really good relationship. We've been through ups and downs together, and I think it's just a fun thing to be able to see the kids excited, and I think a lot of them were happy for me. I think some of them were kind of sweating it out like I was whenever I went through the interview process, but again, just happy to be here and just happy to be with a group of kids that just want to work, and they want to work for each other, which I think is huge. And then, at the end of the day, they just want to represent Alamogordo the best that they can. So, we're excited.
All right. How was the off season? The summertime? Did you get a good chance to? These guys get to play a lot of games and keep involved with the team before obviously official practice begin this week.
Yeah, we did quite a bit of things during the summer. We went to a camp over in Portales at Eastern New Mexico team camp. We got to see a lot of good competition there. The kids played well. They're some of the new things that we are bringing in. They're able to execute pretty well. And again, a lot of the kids, they play together throughout the summer, so I think that whole chemistry thing is there already. We played some games over in Las Cruces as well, and again, had a really good showing. Got to play against some top teams. We got to play against Albuquerque High. Got to play against Cleveland. Centennials, the Las Cruces. We did quite a bit. And of course, we know that we have a really tough district. So I don't like to play the district too much during the summer, just because I don't like to show them too much. But the kids, we went out there and we competed all summer long. And I think if you were keeping record over the summer, we had a winning record over the summer, so that was great. But just been focusing on a lot of the chemistry. I'm a real big fan of, if we know each other well enough, the X's and O's will start to, not feel like such a play. It's more or less it's just like, hey, we're just playing ball together, So I think the chemistry is what we're working on the most, and I think that the kids are getting that down pretty good. I think for the first time in a long time, I think I see a group of kids from the C team program all the way up to the varsity that they like being around each other, So I think that that's going to be huge for us going into the season for all three of our teams in our program. So, again, just super excited.
All right, very good. We'll bring Coach Richards in here. How did you feel like the first week of practice? Did you get a chance to watch these guys over the last few days?
Oh, yes. They're really competitive, getting back, back and forth at each other. They're super excited. I think that's probably the great thing looking at these youngsters and just the hunger and the passion that they're bringing, and the culture sending that they're really trying to go ahead and put together, and it's been fun to watch.
What do you like about this group of guys when you see them out there? I mean, what do you think is maybe the strengths of this group and what you really enjoy watching them do out there?
One of the biggest things is that they really enjoy playing basketball. I think sometimes over the years, some things maybe been forced, maybe some kids not as dedicated, but these youngsters right here, from top to bottom, senior class to freshman class, just love to come to work and love to play the game. And I think that's the big thing and advantage that we have.
Okay, very good. All right, we'll bring some of the guys in. Ethan, we'll start up with you. And how has the first week of practice gone? Has it been challenging for you guys?
Well, it's been going very well. Coach Mike has been putting us through a lot of big man training. Me, Diego Ortega, Bryson Bloom, Nate Bess, all those guys. He's been making us really get into work, preparing us for Silver City, and overall just getting us ready for the season.
All right. And I know you're really busy in the off-season as well, doing travel ball and things like that. How do you feel like that prepared you for the season? What do you think you picked up most from the off-season work?
Possibly like more athleticism, quicker, smarter, just ready to be the senior that the team needs.
All right. And biggest improvement you feel like you've seen in your game? Is there one aspect of it you see in particular?
My hustle overall.
Okay, so just working out on the floor and getting that going. So, all right. Will, how about you? I mean, first week of practice, first few days, how's it been for you?
It's been really good for me. Just all the skills and all the drills that we've been going through a lot throughout these days, and just like a lot of the running and stuff to get our cardio up, our hustle up, and all that. It's been really good.
All right. And what was your off season like? Were you out doing travel ball, working with the team? What did you have going on?
I was doing a lot of travel ball. We went to places like California, Las Vegas, just going all parts all over, and we saw a lot of different competition. It's really different out there. So we did a lot over the summer.
Yeah. Was there a particular place that you enjoyed the most going to, just because of the city or because of the competition?
It was probably Las Vegas. Las Vegas is probably my favorite.
Yeah. A lot of fun things to do there,
yeah.
I would imagine. So, all right. Where do you feel like you're seeing the biggest improvement in your game going into this season?
The biggest improvement I'm probably seeing is I'd say my defense. I've been trying to work on my defense a lot better, because it always starts on defense. And that's probably the most important thing in the game.
So that's just on ball, man-to-man defense. You feel like you're improving it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. All right. Move over here to Aaron. And Aaron, how about you? First week of practice, how's it been?
Oh, it's been great.
Yeah. What do you feel like? Has it been challenging? Coaches, I'm sure, running you guys a lot, working the cardio and all that. Has that kind of been the first week or so for you?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Not so much challenging, though, because we kind of we're accustomed to this kind of, and we've been doing this kind of not for a long time, but decent amount of time.
Yeah. Well, and he has you guys, in 7th hour, 6th hour, whatever it is, basketball?
First hour.
First hour, okay. Yeah. I never know what the athletic hour is. Every school, it's different. So, yeah. But I'm sure that's a lot of it as you guys have been working all together throughout the fall. So, okay. How about your off season? You get to play with the team, do any travel ball?
Oh, yeah. I played with these cats over here. We just went out to Vegas and California. I think California was my favorite because we got to play in front of college coaches over there, and just we played good all together.
Okay. Where did you guys go in California?
Lakeside.
Lakeside? Okay.
It's by Irvine, yeah.
Okay,
I think.
Cool. All right, very good. Where do you feel like you're seeing improvement in your game as we begin the season?
My leadership skills.
What in particular? I mean, do you feel like just needing to be more vocal, or what's the thing that stands out to you in that?
Being more vocal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, very good. All right, we'll move over here to Jaedyn. And Jaedyn, how about you? How was the first week of practice? Pretty easy to get back into things?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I just been really excited. Being back on the court. With these guys. It's been really good.
Okay. How about off season? I imagine you were doing the travel stuff as well.
Yeah, off season, been over there, Vegas, California, like they said. Just also very exciting, great experience. Was able to get looked at a lot up there in California, Vegas. We did our thing, so I'm just really excited for this season.
Yeah. What is that? I mean, for somebody who's never done that travel ball stuff, it's like a huge thing. There's, I don't want to say hundreds, but at least tens of teams that are playing there. What is that environment like?
It's crazy, man. It's a lot, but I think you just gotta be ready for it. You know, you just gotta be there for your teammates too, just like how they are for you, and just get after it.
Okay, very good. Where do you feel like you're seeing improvement in your game as we get the season started?
Definitely my defense, honestly, and I've been working on my mental a lot. You know, just trying to get out of my head most of the time. You know, that's what I've mostly been focusing on.
Remain positive and don't let anything get you too down or up kind of thing. Okay. All right. Very good. All right. We'll move over here to Julian now. You know, tell me about how the first week of practice has gone for you.
First week of practice has been really well. Knowing who's on the team, knowing who I'm going to be around with this whole 5 months of basketball. I think it's going to be a great year for all of us, knowing that we all play together throughout the summer. And, yeah.
You got to do the travel ball stuff as well, get to go to some of those places?
Not as much as these guys, because I don't really play on the same team as them. But towards the end of the summer, I did. So
okay. The other thing I think what's interesting is getting to see that competition. Is that the best part? Is you can just get to see different levels, not just the same people that you play here in New Mexico.
It's better to see people that I would say are bigger than me. So I know what I have to work towards and how I need to be a lot better than what I am already.
Okay. Where do you feel like you're seeing improvement in your game as the season gets ready to start?
I'm seeing a lot of improvement in my IQ and my defense.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, Coach, you got these 5 here. Obviously, you got a lot more guys that are going to be important to your team this year. Tell me about some of the other players that are going to be key for you.
Yeah, no, like you said, these 5 here, you know, it's definitely part of our core that we have in our program. We have a great shooter in Jacob Ochoa. This will be his first year on varsity. Yeah, I mean, the kid doesn't see a shot that he doesn't like, but he's a great knockdown shooter. We got Aaron's younger brother, Andrew Herrera, which I got to say is actually kind of awesome because this is the 4th. I've coached all of them so far. So from Honey Herrera to Adrian Herrera, now I got Aaron and Andrew. So it's kind of cool. I tell their mom, I was like, hey, if you got any more of them, I'll take them too, you know. But yeah, his younger brother, Andrew Herrera, he's a defensive dog. I mean, the guy gets after it. And, you know, I kind of call him he's like that utility man, you know, he'll come in, he can play a little bit of point, he can play a little bit of shooting guard, you know, things like that. But he brings a great defensive IQ and intensity to the team that I think we're going to need. We have James Sharp, Matthew Granados. These are 2 seniors who have just been really putting in a lot of work. I mean, they're the type of guys that you can ask them to run through a wall, and they're just going to do it, and then they might ask questions afterwards like, hey, why did I run through that wall, coach? And it's just like, hey, want to see if you'll do it. But, you know, those 2 guys have been really working hard and pushing each other and pushing everyone else to just, you know, I know that they're seniors, so I know that they want to go out with a bang too, you know. So those guys are going to be great for us this year. We got Bryson Bloom. I call him the Hulk because, you know, if anybody watches him, you know, this kid is just a monster. I mean, he's a physical being, you know, and, you know, him coming off of the football season and everything like that, you know, every game I was out there trying to watch, or I'll try to stream, you know, or listen when you're following him, and I'm just always hoping, you know, hey, don't get hurt, you know. But yeah, he's going to be a great spark off the bench for us too, playing that big man role for us and everything. Really excited to have him part of the program. We got I think probably a surprise pick for a lot of people that might not have been like expecting it, but we kept Diego Ortega. Big offensive, defensive lineman, you know, that the Alamogordo Tigers had. But, you know, one thing I saw out of him was heart. You know, heart, and he honestly cares about the guys, you know. So it's kind of cool to see that gelling already with a lot of the boys. I think a lot of the kids were excited to see him make the program and everything like that. I think he's going to be a great player for us. You know, he's going to bring that physical presence. He's going to help push Ethan and Julian around and Bryson and those guys. And I think it's going to be fun to see him out there and just work hard. You know, I think he's going to be a great locker room guy, a great teammate, and just excited to see what he does with us. We got Nathaniel Best came out this year again, you know, obviously the quarterback and everything like that. But, you know, again, another guy that brings a physical presence, and then he has a good IQ for the game and things like that. Like, yeah, we're trying to help him knock off some of that rust, and, you know, hey, you can't just run over everybody out here. But, you know, he's working on that, and, you know, I think he's going to have a good year with us, you know. So we got Julian Benitez, another senior, another spark player, man. He's got abilities I don't think that he's realized that he has. Like, he's got a lot of untapped potential, and he can be a great defender. He's got a great mid-range jumper on him, you know. So whenever he stays focused and he stays, you know, engaged in the game and everything like that, I think he's going to be a real huge part to what we do to be successful this year. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure I'm not leaving anybody else out. I think that's everybody. But yeah, I mean, again, and that's the varsity squad, and we got one thing that I've been trying to like get back into this community is we're not a community that should be having to rebuild. We just need to be reloading, and I think we got a lot of young talent. I mean, I got 2 8th graders that I brought up this year to play on my C team, a lot like some of these guys started off, and I tell people a lot of times, when you get that extra year, it just helps you with the maturity level of it all. And I think when you can learn that part of the game, everything else starts falling into place, So, yeah, we have a lot of talent from the C team all the way up to the varsity. I think if the kids just stay focused and stay healthy, we're going to be a solid program, all the way around. And I do want to take the time to, for all those that are listening out there, I'll tell you right now, I think we had like 70-plus kids try out this year.
Wow.
But, to all the kids out there that tried out, I just want to tell you thank you one more time. The tryouts that you guys put out in there, like everybody worked hard, and that's the hardest part about coaching is having to make those cuts. But like I told all those kids that tried out, thank you for coming out, and no hard feelings like we always talk about, and we hope to see them all in the stands and helping support these guys along the road to just try to see if we can go and capture that district championship that we've been chasing for so many years. So again, just so excited to get ready and get going.
All right. Coach Richards, I mean, I think you feel like you got to be pretty excited about the depth that you guys have. I mean, you really have, from 1 to 12, a lot of guys that you can put out there on the court in different situations and can make a difference for you.
Yes, sir. We're going to go ahead and put a product out that is going to be sheer fun, speed, and entertainment. These guys, they run track. We have a great track program, and we basically are going to implement that in basketball. We're going to get up and down, and we're going to score some points, and, we're going to make some smiles and some loud cheers going on. That's what's going to happen.
Okay, that's what we like to hear. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, Ethan touched on it a little bit, but talk about, you've been doing some special work with some of the big guys and helping them out. Tell me a little bit about that and trying to improve those guys' games.
So kind of just being around here, throughout the years, a lot of the times it's guard development. We're not known to be very big here. But in order for us to go ahead and compete for district and state, we have to be able to have an inside presence. And that's what Coach Bowman did very, very successfully in choosing the team, is being able to bulk up inside, starting with Ethan and Julian, and now with our football players. We should be able to go ahead and be a lot stronger to go ahead and complement our guards and to be able to really, really adapt when we go ahead and play bigger teams.
Yeah, and I would imagine rebounding maybe more than anything else in that, and defense, being able to take care of that makes a big difference when you got guys that can do those skills well. And same for the guards. I mean, if they rebound well, that makes a big difference for you.
Absolutely. We just want that balance. If we can have that balance, we'll go far.
Okay, very good. All right, move back over here to Ethan. We're going to see any other sports this year, or just focusing on basketball?
Just focusing on basketball for the moment. We'll see where I take it afterwards. Possibly doing club this year as well, so that'll be fun. I think we're going to be in a Puma circuit, so we'll see how that rolls.
Okay, very good. And so, obviously, basketball is something you're hoping to continue after high school.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. You know what future plans are? You started thinking about after high school yet, or?
Yeah, I would like to go to a college and get an engineering degree in mechanical and engineering and design.
Okay.
That's where I really like to do.
All right. What got you interested in mechanical engineering? Anything just different? You're good at math, good at those kind of things?
No, I'm just really good at working on engines, working on vehicles, and I'd like to design vehicle parts and mechanics.
Okay, awesome. Very cool. Well, how about you? Obviously, basketball is something you want to continue. And this is what, your junior year now, or sophomore?
My sophomore year.
Sophomore year, boy. So some of you guys, it feels like you've already been here your senior year. But basketball is definitely the goal, that you want to continue playing this.
Yeah, yes,
high
sir.
school.
But I was also thinking about, for next year, I was thinking about coming out for football, maybe possibly trying that out for a year, seeing how that would be like. And
got
just,
a position that you feel like you want to play, or?
I'd more like to play offense. I don't know how about defense. I don't like tackling. I don't like none of that.
And you're going to be fast enough for those guys not to be able to tackle you, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So are you going to do anything in the spring? Are you going to do track and field?
No, I don't think so. I don't think we'll do track.
Okay. All right. So just focusing on basketball and then heading into, I'm sure, doing summer stuff again this year. Okay. Have you started thinking about after high school plans, like, career-wise or anything?
No, I haven't really been thinking about that, but I think I really need to start thinking about that here soon.
Is there a subject in school that you like maybe a little more than the others, or?
Yeah, I've liked science. I like science. Science is probably the best that I'm really good at.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. We'll move over here to Aaron. And how about you? is basketball something you're hoping to continue on after you finish up in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And have you started thinking about college plans at all, or?
I was thinking to become a forensic scientist. That's what interested me a lot because it was this year. I took a class called forensics, obviously, and it just kind of sparked my interest, and that's kind of, yeah.
Yeah, what you're interested in. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. We going to see you out in any other sports this year?
I'm thinking about doing track. I'm not sure, but it's been on my mind.
Okay. Running events, is that kind of what you're into? Is there
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. Look forward to hopefully seeing you out there. Jaedyn, I mean, I know the answer to this question already, but obviously basketball is something you want to continue after this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Is there like a dream college that you'd like to go to if you got the choice, or you just be happy if somebody offered you a scholarship?
I'd definitely just be blessed with anything, to be honest,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the opportunity. You started thinking after high school plans, so if you like to get into, is there a subject in school maybe you like more than the others, or?
Real estate.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't really because of school. My dad, he was in real estate, so it was kind of cool seeing him, what he did and everything. Just looking at houses is always nice. I really like nice houses,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, cool. And we see you out in track and field. I feel like you did that last year.
I did it last year.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it this year. I've been trying to get Will, Aaron,
All right.
Julian, all three of these guys to come out to track. They're always like, I don't know, I don't want to run. But no, I'm still thinking about it myself. But yeah.
Okay, possibly we'll see you out there doing that. Okay, very good. All right, move over here to Julian. And how about you? Hoping to continue basketball after this, or?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You're hoping any particular college, or kind of like Jaedyn, if you got a chance to play anywhere?
Anywhere would be just fine.
Okay, very good.
Because having a cousin that actually did go play college basketball over there in the college at Hobbs, I honestly don't know what the
it could be the junior college or University of the Southwest, one of those two.
I think it was
Southwest.
Hobbs.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So he really enjoyed that opportunity to play over there. Okay, cool. Have you started thinking about what you want to do after high school yet, or?
For sure, going to college for any type of medical reason or just studying the body. It's like, because I took human anatomy this year, and it's really good to know what's in the body and what can happen to the body. So it would be really nice to know more about it.
Okay, cool. So maybe track and field for you in the spring?
Maybe track and field.
Okay. Because I know Atkinson listens to these things, so I know you guys don't want to make a for sure commitment to that. But he's definitely going to be coming by and talking to you. I can guarantee that one. So, well, Coach, I think you've talked a little bit about the goals that you guys are setting this year. I mean, you want to compete for a district championship. You want to make it back to state. Overall, I mean, what are the goals that you feel like you'll be content with when we get to the end of the season with these guys?
I want my kids to have fun. I try to tell the kids a lot. Like, they won't hear me say, like, go do your job. Because I'm like, you're not working right now. Like, you're going to be working the rest of your lives. Like, I want them to enjoy the game. I want them to just have the passion. And, like, one thing I'm trying to, like, get kids to understand is, like, you only get to do this once, I mean, I might bring you back for the alumni game, but, it's not the same, obviously, because, Ben Gay only goes so far, and you start getting sore and all that stuff. But I just want the kids, win, lose, or draw, I want the kids to enjoy their time playing Tiger basketball, like, that's why I'm here, I look back on the times that I played and, the memories that I made with my friends and my teammates and things like that, and that's something that no one can ever take away from me, and I still, to this day, I can still remember the feeling taking that jersey off for the last time, and it's, it wasn't a bittersweet moment, losing in the state championship, but, I can reflect and look back and say, like, hey, we were there, and that's why I try to tell these kids. I tell a lot of, my coaching staff, we talk about it a lot, is like, I've asked the kids, like, none of them have played in the pit before, and, I try to tell them, we don't know what we're missing when you don't get to get there, so the goal for us for real this year is like, we want to compete for a district championship. We talk about trying to have the district run through us, and I know that's a bold statement, it's no shade being thrown out to our district opponents and stuff. It's just, we have a confidence in ourselves that we want to make sure that we're putting out the best product that we can on the floor, and we are here to put people on notice that we're coming, so, for all you guys out there, I love you guys, respect you guys out there across the mountain, but we're coming, so, but we want to compete for a district championship. We want to get to the pit. We want to see what that feeling's like. And that way, for the seniors, I hope that we can send them out the right way. Of course, everybody dreams of winning the state championship, but I just want to send them out the right way. And I think if we can get there and just have everybody experience it at least once in their lives when they play Tiger basketball, like, I think it will motivate the younger ones too to say, hey, we want that feeling again, So, but yeah, at the end of the day, I just want my kids to have fun. I want them to look back at the year and say, you know what, coach, like, I'm so happy I tried out. I'm so happy that I made the program, and I'm looking for more, So if we can do that, and then we can inspire some younger kids, the younger generation, to want to follow their footsteps, and in my mind, we're doing the job, So that's how it is for me. That's the goal that I have, and I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna say, hey, we're gonna go undefeated and stuff like that. But it's like, hey, we're gonna compete, and we've been talking about it. We're gonna be the best show in Alamogordo. So if you want to come watch a great, entertaining game, come check us out.
Yeah. Coach Richards, and as well, boy, we had a great student section all year long for volleyball. Hopefully we're going to get the same thing for basketball. And I know you guys really would, like to see the Tiger Pit be loud and big energy for these guys this season.
Absolutely. The energy, it'll just rub off. If it comes off from the fans to our players to the fans. It's just a great time. When you get out there on a Friday night, or whenever we're out there playing, it's just a great time to get your popcorn and watch these kids get up and down the floor.
All right, very good. Real quickly, just run through these guys one more time. Ethan, there's some goals that you're setting for yourself this year that you feel like, when you get to the end of the year, you'll be happy with how you competed, how you played?
Yeah, I do want to average a double-double for the team, and I want to break the school's blocking record. But I want to do that with as little fouls as possible, too.
Okay.
Amen.
Trying to keep those personal fouls down and stay on the court.
Yeah, I do want to stay on the court because I do want to be the hustle guy and help my teammates out, set picks, and I can't do that from the bench,
Will, how about you? What kind of goals are you setting for yourself this season?
I just want to produce my abilities, what the coaches want me to produce. They know what I can do, but I just really have to do it. That's basically what I want to do this season.
Okay. Aaron, how about you? What kind of goals are you setting for yourself this year? Or for the team, maybe?
Team goals, we really want to push the tempo, and I just want to give credit to my coach because he really implemented that, and I kind of just,
want to be a big part of that and help the team do it.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Jaedyn, how about you? There's some goals you're setting for yourself. Is it more team goals this year?
Just for myself, just like I said earlier, defense. I've been working on that a lot, Not gonna sugarcoat anything, but I think that was one of probably the worst things that was a struggle for me last year, but definitely this year, because that's exactly what I want to work on. Because these guys get after it, on defensive end. I just want to be with them the exact same way.
Yeah, be able to take pride in that side of your game. So, all right, Julian, how about you? Any goals that you're setting for yourself this year?
Being a big part of the team with everybody here. Because last year I didn't play the best, I would say. So I really want to be what they need, a part of the team, being their big man / guard. Not really guard.
But but being able to shoot from the outside and the inside, do a little bit of
just something they need, even because last year I didn't do my best, and I just need to be more aggressive with and that's what you will get out of me this year.
Okay, very good. All right, well, we look forward to it again. Tiger Madness is coming up on Saturday, so get out there. Girls and boys basketball will be the kickoff for their season, and then the very first game is a home game on Tuesday. C-team, JV, varsity, all playing silver on Tuesday, so get there early and support all three teams. We'll look forward to seeing how it goes. Coach, appreciate the time.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Charles.